Good morning, everyone. This is Father Nate, missionary priest in Italy. Today is Tuesday, October 28th of 2025, and today we celebrate the feast of Saints Simon and Jude, apostles. Today's gospel is brief, and it comes to us from Luke's gospel, chapter 6, verses 12 through 16. Jesus went up to the mountain to pray, and he spent the night in prayer to God. When day came, he called his disciples to himself, and from them he chose 12, whom he also named apostles: Simon, whom he named Peter, and his brother Andrew; James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew; Thomas, James the son of Alphaeus; Simon, who was called a Zealot; and Judas the son of James; and Judas Iscariot, who became a traitor. Today we celebrate the feast of Saints Simon and Jude, apostles and martyrs. Now, these two apostles are always mentioned together in the list of the apostles, and yet we know very little about either. Regarding Simon, Mark and Matthew call Simon a Cananean, whereas Luke always labels him as the Zealot. Now, according to Pope Benedict, he says that the first, meaning Cananean, probably doesn't refer to a particular region, and the second probably doesn't refer to a later political group. Rather, both terms derive from a Hebrew word that means jealous or ardent, and probably refer to Simon's burning zeal for his Jewish faith and identity. Now, when we think about it, this would have made for an interesting mix of apostles, especially when Simon, the devoted, faithful Jew, met Matthew, the tax collector, who had previously rejected so much of what the Jews considered important. But commenting on this, Pope Benedict XVI makes an interesting remark. He says, "The best thing is that in the group of his followers, despite their differences, they all lived side by side, overcoming the imaginable difficulties. Indeed, what bound them together was Jesus himself, in whom they all found themselves united with one another." This is clearly a lesson for us who are often inclined to accentuate differences and even contrasts, forgetting that in Jesus Christ, we are given the strength to get the better of our continual conflicts. This is a good lesson for us, especially as Christians, as Catholics, because we're called to live with others who are quite different from ourselves. And yet, hopefully, all of us are seeking perfection. Hopefully, all of us are seeking Jesus Christ. Now, Jude is perhaps even less of a figure in the New Testament. There is a brief letter in the New Testament that witnesses to his piety and to his holiness. But what do we see? Well, we see a man zealous for the faith. But also, from his letter, we see one who recognizes the need for mercy on those who struggle. And again, we see in this an example for us. We all adhere to the same faith. And when people fall short, we need to be merciful. We can condemn the sin all we want, but it's the sinner that we need to have mercy on. So today, through the intercession of Mary, Queen of the Apostles, and our patrons today, Saints Simon and Jude, let's ask for the grace to follow the example of the apostles as we hold fast to the apostolic faith and grow in unity through the bond of peace.
If you found this video fruitful, please feel free to share it with a friend or family member. Or if you would like to learn more about our missionary priests throughout the world and how to support them, please visit iveamerica.org. Thank you for watching, and God bless.